Whoop, whoop. What is up, Bearcats? Happy Thursday. Happy New Year. Hope your 2025 is treating you right so far. We're here. We're hanging. We're chilling. It's HMG After Dark, and we are doing number 103, or as they're putting on the TNA YouTube page, episode 103, which is actually the third TNA pay-per-view, which is on TNA's YouTube channel, which we'll be watching for free. What's up, Lad Rat? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop, yeet. What you smoking on tonight? Let's go ahead and get started, get it going. Let's hit play. Of course, at the 1.25 times speed. Yeet and hey, pal. What's up, Gam? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. Hope you had a good day, pal. So where was this one filmed at? This one they still have like their highest production values at this point. Yes, we are running into a little bit of connectivity issues with this other laptop. We might have to make some adjustments. So we're pretty much at the minute mark. So let's go ahead and just retry and hit it there. There we go. Fixed it. Or should we say Dread Ferrara? I'll see my way out. Okay, cool. Still in Huntsville. Good deal. That's actually like that's a good arena for like a smaller wrestling show. The only problem is kind of who it was named after. Other than that, great building. Running their mouth. It seems to me that Jeff Jarrett and Kate Price were on the wrong results the last couple of weeks. Matches where you had Kate Price was triple teamed by Sterling Marlin. Hey, who knows, man? He's got back from a vacation in Jamaica or something. I mean, look at those glasses. Look at that. Look at what he's wearing. As you know, I wasn't able to make the first show. I was doing a tour. Yeah, and Don West, man. That dude was awesome. Very sadly missed. And looks like we got an ad we got to skip. No problemo. But at least now I know I can see the Mario movie on Peacock, so I'm cool with that. What's a surprise? Well, before we go to the surprise, let me hand you. The NWA like to present you this trophy and welcome TNA to the family of the National Wrestling Alliance. Well, Jim, thank you very much. Speaking for everyone associated with the NWA. Prize that you have for us? Well, one of the things is I was over in Japan for about, it was an 8-day tour. I met up with a big Japanese guy, about 285 pounds, 6'4", and I think what we're going to do is next week, right here on TNA, we're going to have a championship match
with a gentleman by the name of Omori. And Omori will face the winner of tonight's matchup involving Ken Shamrock and Malice for the NWA title next week right here on TNA. That's it. Next week, right here on TNA, Omori and a winner of the World Championship NWA match tonight. Jim, thanks very much.
All right, so that kind of makes sense. All right, you see that you know you're overseas. You see this guy is like, all right, this would be a good guy to challenge for the championship. That's how you build the title up. That's how you build the champion. Okay, thank you, Gam. Yeah, young and tan JB. I'm gonna get this back in full screen real quick. Him and James Storm are still doing the cap gun. Hey, what's up, Sonic? Good to see you, pal. We're here. We're hanging, just checking out TNA pay-per-view number 3. We got America's Most Wanted versus the Johnsons, pal. To be fair, like the story behind the Johnsons and why more, and like the fact that Mortimer Plumtree did this to them on purpose because they used to torment him. Okay, cool. It's a good story, but it's like, ugh. Get me Richard and Rod, pal. Yeah, like the gimmick of, like, you have this nerdy preppy dude who finally gets, was picked on, treated like crap throughout school by these, 2 twins. Now all of a sudden he has control of them. Now I could see having him do the Johnsons thing for like one night as one of their humiliations, but not make it their entire gimmick. But eventually it's all part of the story of you're building the former bullies who are getting their comeuppance for their bullying, but also like taking even worse abuse than they gave. And eventually they turn babyface. At least that's what you'd hope would happen. Or that's the idea. Ooh, bumped right on his ass. That could not have felt nice for Storm. Yeah, look at my 2 Johnsons, pal. Oh, that's so screwed up.
He's on his way. I mean, this is the kind of guy that Mortimer Plumtree is. I mean, I've heard that Mortimer Plumtree has not written or called his mother in the past 15 years.
Yo, what's up, Gross? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, some total nonstop action. Dude, Ferrara was actually a pretty decent commentator. Like, he's made a comment about, How like more like he's like the picture perfect despotic, dictator, like super villain.
These two teams could walk out of here tonight. The tag team championship belt around their second first round of our tournament. You'll see Buck Bagwell and Apollo against the Abortington Rainbow Express. The first man, the left-hander, Wildcat Chris Harris into the ring. A series of punches from both Richard and Rod Johnson.
If they would have done Oklahoma's kind of like, okay, he appears one time during a show for one match, does like a Weird Al parody of JR, cuts the Bell's palsy out. Okay, I like that. That's entertaining. However, it wasn't. The problem was they put him in the ring and put the cruiserweight belt on him, and yeah, that's kind of where it went wrong. Look at these Johnsons, pal.
Story, however, is that Storm and Harris will advance, and they will go to the finals tonight.
Okay, so this doesn't really make any sense. So now he's begging them to come back, but he's supposed to be. Okay, this is where they screwed up. Yeah, there is like this weird like vibe to where it's like where there is like you can get some sort of weird twisted enjoyment out of it. Oh yeah, I'm with you on that. WCW 2000 way better than current AEW. Way better and ain't even close.
Thank you for agreeing with me. Thank you for calling me Mr. Ferrara. I've been begging you to do that all. Of course, during the course of last week's matchup, on the bottom page for saving Jerry, until Brian Christopher ready to even things up. Tonight on this program, all four men will battle it out. Colin Christopher against Jared Paintbrush. For Jared. Let's hear from the outlaw. Go ahead, say it. Hey, yo.
Yep, and they were still the highest rated show on the network, so
Scott Hall, nobody wants to see you. Scott Hall, don't sing it. Bring it. You got it. We ain't got to wait for that. Whoa. What do you think you're doing? This is 3 weeks time. You think you're going to run roughshod over the NWA? This is our house here. You listen to us, and if you don't like it, you just turn around and leave now. Okay, Big Jim, Mr. President, You'll get your wish.
Yep, right, literally right out of coming off of WWF.
Scott, I'll see you in the main event. President, you got your wish. I got your wish.
You know, Scott Hall, he had like he had multiple catchphrases, but he didn't bust them out all the time. That was kind of the thing. Like down where, down here. Don't sing it, bring it. Didn't always use them, but you knew they were his. Yeah, Hey Yo was the one we always got. Like, Hey Yo was the guaranteed one. And the other ones, he kind of rotated the other ones every once in a while. Right, exactly. Like he found that right balance. Oh, dude, DX literally had a shirt that said down where, down here with an arrow pointing down. Get me Monty Brown, pal. Man, one of the most, man. Dude. Man, if Monty Brown, that was a dude who he had everything to be like a main event top star. Yep, the cha-cha fight dance, the spooky fingers. Dude, Scott Hall really was one of the most brilliant minds in the business.
Keep in mind that the Rainbow Express, Buck Bagwell, Apollo, they have been trying to eliminate the competition. Well, I mean, that's the questions that need to be answered around here. I wish I could have all the answers. I usually do.
Yeah, it's a shame. I really think he was on his way, but he voluntarily took himself out to take care of his family. Can't fault a man for that. If anything, more respect to him.
Rainbow Express. You're always down on the Rainbow Express. What about Buck Bagwell and Apollo? Just other nice guys. Oh, just because they're nice guys doesn't mean that they wouldn't do something like that if they thought it would get them further along in the tag team tournament. Look at this. Takes him up.
Hey, give me the cage dancers, pal. Whoop, whoop.
On the world's heavyweight champion, Ken Shamrock. Oh, he came out and stated right from the beginning.
That could have been something, especially with Lashley and MVP together. That could have been something special. Oh, hey, Lab Rat, you want to know how the storyline reason for how they eliminated the cage dancers? It was when Vince Russo came back as a babyface, born-again Christian authority figure, and he said, nope, we're getting rid of this smut.
Jeez, I'm really sorry. I was hoping to bring you an interview with the one and only.
Get me puppet, pal. Yep, he did that too. And then like they did the thing where Jarrett beat the shit out of him, wrote him off, and he was written off TV. And then and while he was off TV, he actually became born again, and then that was his character when he came back. Man, how did they let Joel Gertner get away? Man, like, remember the introductory vignettes for the 3 Live crew? Those would never fly today, even though like those were entertaining and funny as shit. Yeah, the early days of TNA were a bit weird. Like, wait till we get to the Dub Cup, pal. Yep, they definitely could. And at this time, they were given false pay-per-view buy rates, intentionally given false pay-per-view buy rates, and they were going off of that. And when they were actually much less, and they ended up getting even worse for them when it came to being able to pay talent. Yeah, for all the negatives you can say about Dixie Carter, if it was not for her and her family, TNA would have died in fall of 2002. And I got to give Buff credit. Like, he did a great job putting Apollo over in that promo.
Especially as they involve Chris Harris and James Storm. Will they be able to continue? Will they be able to come out for that championship matchup later tonight against the winners of this bout? We saw that Harris.
Yep. After that whole thing went up in flames, pal. Yeah, Buff could have been a huge star. But unfortunately, he got in his own way.
This is an important matchup for him, for Apollo. A chance to again become a world tag team champion. And when I know wrestling, but I know one thing. You don't start trimming and pruning until after your opponent's down. I'll tell you that. Importance of this matchup in the overall picture. Winners advance. Well, I would think scoring hits, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to continue. That's a question we can't answer. We haven't gotten any word from the backers and notes that everybody tells you stuff. Nobody tells me anything. You deal in opinions, I deal in facts. I'll tell you what the fact is, the Rainbow Express are solid. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear appreciating their talent rather than you being disgusted by their attitudes and lifestyle. I hate to agree with you, but seems like you've opened up your mind a little bit. You have to. When you watch them and you look at it objectively, you have to. You're getting great money. But you like them then. You like watching them. Is that what you're saying? I like to see Apollo and Love back. Well, put it over here real quick, too. I just want to see the best team. Two count on Apollo before he digs down and kicks out using the leg strength. Of course, great leg strength. Leaping ability coming from his days as a pro basketball player in Puerto Rico. Able to duck it. Tries to get that out of Paul Nelson. See if you can get some of your sources in the back of the horn today.
Yeah, we need to see that one, pal.
Jim Miller, just another question as long as we're throwing questions out here. Oh, he probably found out where catering was. Sam, jeez. Uploading now. Shows a fire, Bruce. Finally, we're seeing Bagwell. Focus. This is what Bagwell needs. Drop. Well, finish him. Oh, wait for the drop body blow. Collision was late. Could he have this captain on that because he stopped the play up to the fans? I mean, this is a guy, Buck, and a guy who's more concerned was showing everybody. Super kick by Apollo is one of the most
Been a decent match so far. Oh man, I can't imagine how bad that had to have been. Yeah, they kind of were. Like they be baby faces today.
Watch this play out. Well, Apollo, a little pat on the back for his tag team partner. Who's he talking to? Yes, he's talking to himself. Hold on a second. He wants to talk. I'm going to break taking his headset.
Good impromptu interview with Ferrara and Bagwell.
You're talking, and I just want to know if you want a microphone, if you want to say anything over the microphone. Hey, you know my name, Marcus. Don't call me Buck no more. I'm sorry, Marcus. Why do you want me to call you Marcus? You always want everybody to call you Buck. Let me tell you why.
Sure. They might have stolen it from here, possibly. That's not thought of that.
You know what I got from that? I've got a broken neck that I came back from that nobody give a shit about. I'm a 6-time world tag team champion, and I just got beat by 2 gay guys. And you're asking me why I want to be called Buff now? I want to be called Marcus forever. And you know what else I want to do right now? What's that? I want to go home. I'm done. Wait. What do you mean you're done? You're just walking out? I'm telling you that Buff has ruined my career, and I don't want no part of it no more. I'm Marcus, and my ass is going home. Here. Simple that. Whoa.
Yeah, it was basically like, it looked like it was kind of built, it was building the Buff, ditching the Buff gimmick and going back to Marcus Bagwell.
It's about time. Buff Bagwell needs to rethink his career choices, and you know, it sure sounded to me like maybe he's already made that decision, Doc. Absolutely. It was obvious he couldn't focus tonight. In fact, I'm going to say it. He pretty much said it. Yeah, I can say it. I've known Buff for quite some time. I don't know if you can see the look in his eyes, but I mean, when he looked at me, he said, "Call me Marcus." I felt it tears right through me. I mean, he was got in a lot of pain. I don't know if we're going to be seeing him again. Certainly didn't appear that way.
Yep, we would not. I don't think we saw Buff and TNA in any substantial form beyond that. Yep, take the ball and go home, pal.
Kind of confused on what's going on here. Monty Brown, wherever you come from, I don't care. You come out here and you have one match here in the NWA, and you want a title shot against me? I had to go through 19 men to get my title. 19. So, Monty, you need to be careful about what you wish for, because you may have a short career here in the NWA.
Ooh, this is a rough promo.
Title defenses. I got to defend mine here tonight against Malice. And when I'm done with Malice, this is Japanese punk next week. Don't taking him apart.
Yeah, he did have a pretty decent TNA run.
If you're so unlucky and you do happen to get a title shot against me, I will be happy to step in the ring and beat you down.
Like,
send you home with your head shoved up your ass.
like shit. Like, I thought he showed what he, showed a lot of his potential.
What is this? Shamrock. Mr. James Mitchell. Concern yourself.
Yeah, like, he didn't need to be tall. He was just intense and violent. Yeah, and this is before the whole feud with him and Tito Ortiz in The Ultimate Fighter.
I'm on the phone. I've got important things to deal with. Shamrock, sir. I've got a tag team hurt. I can't
Please, if you know anything at all. That's you.
Has been an absolute night of confusion. Total chaos. But Barrett's carries it forward. Hitting 4'5" and weighing in at 160 pounds.
Get me Puppet, pal. That another great line from Ferrara. Puppet's carrying a kendo stick at Ferrara. Is that a kendo stick or a Q-tip?
I think he's well aware of it. I think he just doesn't have
I'm more scared. I'd be more scared of Puppet. I really would. Like, he at least tries to get over being a violent psychopath. Like, I wouldn't want to fuck with this dude, regardless of how tall he is.
promised the midget killer, and I can tell you, I can't wait. I'm sick, but I can't wait to see it. I love this guy. Who? You love Puppet? I love it. Or you love his opponent, Todd Stone? Oh, I love this guy. Stone barely even able to get into the ring.
Yep, you do not want to piss any of those dudes off.
Todd Stone from that trash can. And a slam back first. Directly goes Todd Stone into the trash can. Oh, yeah. You're enjoying this way too. Todd Stone is in real trouble. It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running.
Oh, come on with the ads, pal.
Professional grade industrial supplies and fast delivery. Call Granger.com or just stop by. Granger for the ones who get it done.
All right, just the one then. Okay.
For Puppet the Psycho Dwarf as he takes the kendo stick to the trash can with Todd Stone's head jammed inside the can. That's because Puppet's head wouldn't fit. This guy is absolutely psycho. It's the fireman's carry now. The fireman's carry drops Stone face first onto the can. Refusing to accept Mark Slick Johnson as he tries to raise his hand.
Dude, Puppet was actually like a good character.
I think Don said the magic word. Way to go, little fella. I think you pissed off the midget, Don. You know, what were you thinking? Would you even try to have any kind of communication with the Psycho Dwarf? I love the guy. I don't think that love is mutual. No. Oh, Jesus.
Yep, those are the 5 dudes right there you don't want to fuck with. Men could kill you.
Determine his condition right now. So, can you tell us Is he going to be all right? I mean, what's wrong? Right now, we're trying to determine that right now. We're going to go ahead and do a further assessment and see what we can find out about him. Can you give us any idea whether he's going to be able to wrestle or not?
We won't be able to tell you right now, but further.
Please, sit down. Okay, well, right now we just don't know what his condition is going to be, so to leave you with that. Thanks.
More questions tonight on NWT. Let's take a look at what went down 1 week ago on this program, detailing Francine's involvement in the lingerie battle royal.
I'm going to be crowned Miss T.
See, so all the stuff with Francine that they did in like the first few TNA pay-per-views, you know who booked that? And Francine herself said this on when she appeared on Get My Go. You know who booked that? Jerry Jarrett. That would have been something. Like, that would have been something like, okay, you guys want to show up? All right, we'll pull you into the building, and we'll open the show with Meng the Barbarian, Taylor and Norton and Finley beating the shit out of you right in the middle of the ring. For real. Which I get what Al Snow was saying about, you know, like acknowledging the competition. But at the same time, you kind of embarrassed and humiliated them. Like, how could DX ever try to appear as badasses or tough guys on TV ever again? Like, you invaded the competition and got your asses kicked. For real. On live TV.
Scott Armstrong taking the belt away. He must have amnesia. I don't have amnesia. She was so overwhelmed last night. That's why she went in the belt. This is not right. Not right. Francine with that leather belt. Oh, that is not right. Right. She's there. Not right. Just strap it out. I'm gonna take it.
Well, to be fair, thankfully they didn't, you know, this is all this was because people could have gotten seriously hurt in here.
She's an animal. Get her out of here. Poor Francine in there. I mean, I appreciate it. Oh, she does not. Hold on. Where are you going? Ed Ferrara has left the broadcast position. Francine in the ring, the winner, believe it or not, via disqualification. There's something to this. Look. Ferrara helping Francine to her feet now. Handing the belt back to her. Right here. Believe it or not, she wants the winner via disqualification.
Yep.
Queen of Extreme, Francine scores the win by disqualification and then lays the leather belt to Mr. Ferrara once again. I'm sorry, I got a speech. Let's go to Jeremy Borash for a special interview. Take it, JD. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Please allow me to introduce to you Winston Cup driver of the number 02 Little Trees car, please welcome Herbie Sadler. Oh, yeah, Herbie Sadler, who has just
Oh man, that song was awful. What were they thinking with that?
We've seen him come face to face on a couple of occasions with Kate Crush. Herbie, I see you brought your picture with you tonight, and certainly, boy, 2 weeks ago, Sterling Marlin himself joined us here in NWA today. What a couple of weeks it's been for you. The response Sterling and I got in Huntsville with that family. I know it's been trained, also a lot of NASCAR fans in Nashville, Tennessee. Keep coming in. Of course, we all know wrestling fans, NASCAR fans. Well, another interruption. Oh.
And you got Ron Killings with his kick-ass theme song.
We can won't let this die. Shut it up and boot it away. Apparently, you don't learn, do you? I told you 2 weeks ago, I don't want to hear a damn thing about no damn NASCAR race car driving.
Yep, it was Ron Killings, Jeff Jarrett, Road Dogg, and the Harris Boys.
And none of these damn idiots give a damn about race car
I
driving.
think it was Road Dogg being portrayed as the champion.
You looking at me like you want to do something. You want something with me? Shut the hell up. I knew you was a chump anyway. Believe what I just saw.
Oh yeah, never ever had a bad intro. Oh yeah, it's like, oh, that's K Quick.
Because you need a smile that matches the moment. For peace of mind, ask
And you watch that, and it's like, oh damn, K Quick can go.
Size difference, and despite the experience factor as well, and the muscle tone, and the size, and the ability, and the strength, unbelievable. Number 500 million.
Damn.
So we know that next week, Herbie Sadler versus K-Crush, in addition to Amori challenging for the NWA World Title. The following
That's rough, pal.
for one fall is for the NWA Championship of the World. Being led by Papa Dennis Mitchell, standing 6'9", 300 pounds. One of the disciples of Minister James Mitchell, the high priest of the new church. The first challenger for Ken Shamrock, and the question remains, what type of conviction Ken Shamrock be? The brutal attack by 6'9", 300 pounds. His opponents.
And the new church had a pretty badass theme.
California. For this magic. On the neck. Now look at this. Now this is going into the Shamrock before the EMTs were working on Shamrock. All over it already, not even a minute into this match. I'll tell you, Shamrock is showing some pure guts. He didn't want to disappoint even the fans. And he just didn't have the intelligence to say no, to say I can't do this, to say we got to do this next week. No, he's going to come out here. He's going to try and defend the championship. That's what defines a fighting world heavyweight champion, and that's what King Shamrock is. You're going to have to kill him to beat him. You're going to have to literally kill him to beat him. Well, look at Malice. Malice. If anybody can do that to Shamrock, it looks like Malice could. What an incredible game plan. What strategy on the part of James?
Man, like Jerry Tooth the Wall / Malice. He got so much better like after WCW. He leaned up. His work got so much better. He's definitely like another one of those what could have been had he not sadly, passed away.
Drop that championship like a man. Uh-oh, that's hurt. Look at this box. He just dropped it throat first. The whip box effect. And Shamrock's neck hit that top steel cable 2 weeks ago. Oh, what a shot to the neck. Malice has been in the ring for over 20 minutes when Shamrock joined. Fresh as a daisy, came down to the two of them. Malice was visibly tired and winded from his time in the ring. Now the worm has turned. Now Malice is fresh as a daisy. Shamrock is selling big time. Oh, no. There is no way Shamrock can make it through this.
That's actually kind of a cool spot. You get a guy in a sleeper hold, you back it up into the corner, you walk up into the corner, and then you pull him up for a few seconds, and then drop him. That's actually kind of a cool spot. And that's a spot that can be worked because the guy in the sleeper hold, you grab the other guy's arms as he lifts you up, as a base and for strength.
Of course, there's hurt in his face. He sees himself right in front of our announce table. Ken Shamrock is down. Malice is coming.
Man, the final WWF games, pal.
He had something in his hand. Now turns his attention. Referee Slick Johnson might stop it. He's still working it now. Right in front of us, you can see it. If you're going to at least do it in the ring. Now it's very smart. Breaking the count so he can continue to punish Shamrock outside the ring.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, Tajiri was another great worker.
But again, you can see that this isn't the true Ken Shamrock when it comes to these submission moves. He doesn't have the proper leverage. He's not applying them the way Ken Shamrock normally would. He doesn't have the strength in his. Oh, man. Oh. Have you ever tried drop suplex, drop you right on the back of his head? Have you ever tried to do something with a lot of strength and you can just feel your neck tense up when you're doing it? That's because you're using your neck muscles. Oh, man, right on the back of his neck. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. This is a systematic attack at Ken Shamrock's neck. If he can take the neck away from Shamrock, he has got the man beat. I still admire the fact that he's in there. Not many people want to come back out, guys. Malice has been here. To take Shamrock. Choking him out on that top rope. Shamrock practically out on his feet. Malice should try to point any time. Blocked it. I take the suplex. Blocked it.
Dude, if you told me that was the wall, I wouldn't believe you. Sergeant AWOL. To be fair, that's clever. That's pretty clever.
Look at our champion, battered, bruised, barely able to walk to the back, and now he was standing, staring, angry. And keep in mind that next week on this broadcast, Ken Shamrock must defend the NWA World Heavyweight title. One of the top stars from the Orient, 6'4", 285 pounds.
And I thought this match did a good job making Malice look good because basically Ken Shamrock got out of it by the skin of his teeth. Like he barely managed to hit like some of his finisher and like in a and Malice kicked out right after the 3 and was right back on his feet.
Alex Marvez, who writes the most widely read wrestling column in the country for the Script Howard News Service, said that last week's tournament was arguably the best thing that he has seen on pay-per-view this year. And think of the ground that covers. And I can tell you that Alex Marvez is not someone who is easily impressed. Well, I mean, we were all there for that match. We all saw it. We all had our breath taken away by that match. I've been in this business for a while. Mike, you've been in even longer than I have.
Yeah, that X Division title match was awesome last week, or the one that we watched a few days ago, I should say. Oh, that music was so awful for AJ. Oh, that music is so awful.
Unbelievable. But I am still blown away by that match. I must have watched it 6 times since last year. David Young not wasting an opportunity here. He knows what's on the line here. This is for the X Division Championship, and David Young is going to take it to AJ Styles. David Young, the first challenger for Styles, defending the drop kick was on target. That match last week was the greatest match I've ever seen in my life. The full Nelson. Nice reversal. Excellent counter that time by Styles. This is an X Division match. This is going to be a high-flying, just a thrill ride of a match. And David Young is somebody who, if you're looking at, he's stopped here and that comes in handy when you want to knock him down like that. Again, remember, the X Division, it's not about weight limits. It's about no limits. David Young, how does he do that? He's unreal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, nothing there with David Young. He was a straight charisma vacuum. Just, how he got so many chances, I have no idea. We're not too far from it, though. Not too far from it. That comes in a little bit. Yeah, like what were they thinking with that theme?
Moonsault, the trademark move of the Ultimate Dragon. By David Young, not Young, takes Styles, rolls him back into the ring, goes to the cover. 1, 2, and Styles barely got the shoulder up. David Young is the biggest guy that we've seen in the X Division thus far. What's the story? Like on her cell phone. I have no idea. She's nice to look at and all, but when these guys are in the ring, I can't help but watch the guys. You know, I mean, it's just a lot. That's what's the exchange of punches. Attempted to German Styles. On his feet. Last week, Mike, she did the same thing when he fought Apollo. She just doesn't pay attention to what David's doing in there. That doesn't matter. We'll do that for her. The standing switches, the reversals, the counters. Go behind now. First into the turnbuckles. Now keep in mind that David Young uses several.
Ooh, that looked rough.
Keep in the corner. With only a 2 count from Young.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I think it might have been one of those things where it's like, well, we need bodies, and this guy's willing to work, you know, and be reliable for cheap, so we kind of got to go with him. That was one of TNA's big problems, was they had to book by budget, not so much as who they really wanted.
shoulder up again, you will do. Very smart. Going covers, going her story. As I was saying, going for the quick covers, going for the pins. He knows this could make his entire career a win.
The beauty is we get to see this every Wednesday night. Same time, same place on pay-per-view. Every Wednesday. The exhibition is something that the NWA has just turned into.
Power slam. AJ Styles down on number 2. I'm not sure how this feels.
Saw Jerry Lynn almost getting what, 9-10 times last week.
Just incredible determination on the part of AJ Styles in his first title defense, the X Division Championship. Right down the back of it, on top of the head. 1, 2, that's it. Did he get just that much? How did he do it? Barely escaped.
Impressive tonight.
Maybe Young realizes that he has the opportunity to win the X Division Championship.
That is true. They did do that. They did do that. That was, what the fuck are they thinking with that one?
Jerry Lynn did the exact same thing. Just AJ kicked out one more than Jerry. Last-ditch effort by Styles connected. The strength to regroup. And now any kind of an offense goes for a cover.
I swear I could watch AJ Styles wrestle every single week.
AJ's got him up on his feet. AJ knows now he's got a little bit of advantage. He's got to hang on to it. Spring. Oh. Reversal over. Inverted DDT by Styles.
That X Division title match before this is not. Time for Smoky Toki time, pal. Whoop whoop. Oh, that ain't your finisher no more, pal. I agree with you on that one, Gruss. Like, Kurt Angle took TNA to their next level. Like, he introduced them to, like, the mainstream consciousness.
Talk about somebody that loved the spotlight, loved the heart of the spotlight. She's oblivious to the fact that her just lost this match, just lost one of the most incredible hard-fought content. Let's go back, take a look at this finish. The Styles flag from a checker of back. Was all she wrote for David Young. Hell of an effort by David Young tonight, but just not enough to get the job done. And AJ Styles is still our X Division champion. What is can't steal? And now let's take it back to Goldie backstage.
Tonight with the Rainbow Express.
We're not interested in you. However, you may be interested to know we know of a place where we can get this mop of yours fixed. Hoorah!
Oh, wow. Anyway, as I was saying, Joel, as you know, Harris and Storm were injured today. And we're just kind of
Sweetest,
wondering.
I have to confess not to have heard a single solitary word that you just said. I'm so taken aback.
Yup. Yeah, he just sloppy as shit.
So damn complicated. Like at the airport, all my toys getting confiscated.
Tonight you're going to have the Rainbow Express wrestle.
Well, seeing as though every tag team has either been beaten or is unable to compete, the Rainbow Express get not only the night off, but the NWA World Tag Team titles. And as for who we're wrestling, I think I might wrestle you. Maybe a little go behind or belly to back. You see, we're not going out for a confrontation. We're going out for a coronation.
Right, exactly. He's got off work.
The NWA rules and regulations state that if the tag teams have all been beat or are unable to compete, we are the champions. So again, Harris and Storm last week may have slipped in the back door, but in the end, like I said, we are the champions, my friend.
Well, I guess that wraps it up here.
The following contest is for the NWA Tag Team Championships of the World. About to make their way to the ring, being led by Joel Gertner, Lenny, Bruce, the Rainbow Express. He feels that the Rainbow Express have a walk-on.
All right, 1 second, turning the fan off. Whoop, whoop.
If there isn't another team for them to face, I say give it to them. They deserve it. And I know that's going to anger you, Don. Well, you know, I think Jeremy Borash has an explanation. Take it, JB. The NWA has ruled that they must have opponents for this finals match. So introducing their opponents from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing at 220 pounds, Jerry Lynn and his tag team partner, AJ Styles. You must not be kidding me. He just worked for an unbelievable matchup. Remember earlier, Jerry Lynn went to the NWA Vice President Bill Barrett. He told him that he was partners. But who would have ever thought this would have been AJ Styles, the X-Division champion? And just think about this. Last week, we saw these two come down to the end, trading pinfall attempt after pinfall attempt. The respect that they must have for each other is unbelievable.
All right, so the story they're trying to tell is Jerry Lynn throws his name in the hat for the tag team titles and says, I know a guy. And he wants to put in AJ because, like, you know, he just got in the ring with him. He respects him. He's like, this guy's got ability. He can do it. Which makes sense. My only thing is I would have maybe structured that a little bit differently and put those matches in separate places instead of, okay, X Division title match, interview, and then tag team title match.
Jerry holding them outside the ring. Here comes AJ, catching them up, but AJ, you gotta believe he didn't do himself any favors today. It's already hurt his back.
See, that's when you see those dive spots, Jerry did something you don't see a lot of baby faces do when their partner does a dive. Got the fuck out of the way. Like he was holding the heels in place, and as soon as he knew that they weren't gonna escape it, he moved. At least that's how he made it look.
Lenny goes face first into the corner. Here comes Jerry Lynn. Puts on the brakes and puts the boots to Lenny. Don't forget, this is the final championship tournament. The winner of this match. Right, this is the finals. The winner of this match to be crowned NWA World Tag Team Champions. To go back on the offense. It's all it takes sometimes. Just a split second, a hair, a fraction of a second is all it takes. That could be the difference between victory and victory. See this every match. Bruce hooks the leg. It's a 2 count on Lynn. Then it's a tie. They want to do it. In the corner, the elevation thing goes over to the ring apron.
Did I just hear like a very light Bruce chant in the crowd?
Smart to Jerry Lynn. Jerry in the offensive mode here for the team of Style. Absolutely. AJ needs all the time he can get. Nothing against AJ Styles, but we saw the war he was just in. Now he's going to tag in. He's had a few minutes to try to get the left, but hasn't been enough. Does he have any gas left? Let's find out. Tell me he's Superman, Spider-Man, all rolled up in one. Off the spinning wheel. But God, that's catching the he hit that right on the back of his neck. He's doing himself no favors in there. Very smart. Tag Jerry in. He's still relatively fresh. AJ, rest up, buddy. Get outside ring. Rest that back. So pretty even funny. Jerry Lynn then would be the freshest man all together in that ring, which is important, and that's why he's going to have to carry a lot of this here. Into the Bulldog off the middle rope. Lynn goes for the pin, broken up by Lenny. What do you think, Joe Burton? He must be absolutely beside himself. He thought they were going to be handed the tag team championship. You don't get handed a tag team championship. You don't get handed any championship. You've got to earn it. And obviously, Harris, the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm, unable to compete in this matchup. And Styles and Lynn take place of the team of Harrison Storm. The low blow by
This has been a good match so far.
Who did that to them? Because this could have been their night. This could have been the night that made them forever. Put them in the books in this business. True count. And then they just won a match tonight. Would it be a Tiger Tamer? Tiger Tamer applied in the middle of the ring. You know what? They've earned it. Absolutely. They've got the teamwork. Taking your look. To the clothesline. Able to break up the Tiger Tamer. I'm sure AJ felt that.
Tiger Tamer, pal.
Bruce in the ring illegally behind the back of the referee. And the referee didn't see it. It's legal. AJ's like Kid said. He just got something inside of the two and I just call it. I am not dreaming. I was gonna say what happened. He was asleep, Don. He didn't just scream and cry. In the air, attempted the vertical suplex. The longer you hold him up there, the worse it is on the way down. Blood rushing to the head of Jerry Lynn. Look at this. What? This is a display of strength right here. This is Lenny showing. They're showing the world they are deserving of being the tag team champions. They're also showing that they can be worthy of being the X Division also. Absolutely. And how did that turn things upside down? 1, 2, yes. 2 count.
Yeah, it is a bit weird to see him without it. And that whole thing with Lenny Link like crawling over on top of his opponent to cover him, that's like straight out of Gold Dust. That's 100% Gold Dust.
Now by Lynn. Shove him off. Instead of going for the kicks him with a pair of right hands to the head. Back in the clothesline. Bruce strikes back. Hit a tap here off the sunset. Again, both of these teams on the verge of victory and winning the NWA World Tag Team Championship belt. Jerry Lynn has pretty much done this whole thing tonight on his own. You can't. Oh, man. AJ has been a critical factor in this match. Shoulder up by Lynn. He's picked his shots very intelligently, but also he hasn't done himself any favors. If you just look at AJ's face, you can see the pain. But look at Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn's on his way to AJ's street right now as far as being in pain, as far as being hurt. They're starting to work Jerry Lynn's back. Opens up this crowd, trying to get Jerry Lynn to make his way to the corner, trying to break that first shit off the ropes. He's working that neck.
This is actually a pretty decent match. I got to give it to him. Like, crowd's into it. They're liking it. It seems like AJ, like, and in the context of the story, like, AJ would be getting kind of a second adrenaline rush.
They are something else. In every sense of the word, they're something else.
Look at the history behind these belts, and now one of these two teams is going to walk out of here. Missed elbow attack. One of these teams is going to walk out of here with these belts around their waist.
Well, Bruce pushing the crowd.
He's got the move now on Jerry Lynn. Takes him up for a powerbomb, but Lynn able to fight it off. Attempted the powerbomb, spun out.
All these guys are great.
Load over, Miley. Started DDT.
Great double down spot, dude. They put that together very well.
Both men need to test their partners. And look, JJ looks right here. He looks like he doesn't care. Some clothesline. Just Lynn. Bruce, just feel the impact from every shot he takes. But you got to give props to the Rainbow Express. They're still coming back for more. They're not letting down. They've been in the driver's seat for a lot of this.
They didn't even be okay.
Inspiration move by Rainbow Express from winning. Now Bruce, both men inside the ring. Bruce and
Good finish.
championship belt to its X Division title. And now let's take the note here. That spiral back has added another. The AJ Styles mantle has put one on Jerry Lynn's mantle as well. So that's the mutual respect that we talked about earlier between these two competitors. We didn't have any and the Rainbow Express, who thought they were going to have a walkover, who thought they were going to be handed the belt on a silver platter, instead lose the gold to AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn. What an accomplishment for AJ Styles. Think about what he went through tonight in the X Division title match as well as in this tag team tournament final.
A good match. Really good match. Good stuff, pal.
What is this?
Don't tell me it's Harrison Storm.
All right, so you got Bill Barron's hog tied in the back with a shirt pulled up and FU painted on him. Okay, cool.
We head into our main event tag match.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy, dude. They do.
following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your NWA total nonstop action main event. Weighing in at 252 pounds, Penny Cross. And of course, Kate Fresh will be involved next week on this program, showing one-on-one with NASCAR's Herbie Sadler. But before that, he's got a very important tag team match tonight. Absolutely, Kate Fresh and Jared tonight against Scott Hall.
Yeah, this is kind of weird booking, like 2 tag team matches back to back.
For 2 weeks, this is boiled over. For 2 solid weeks. Tonight it's coming to an end.
Let's go back to Jared. Tag team partner from Music City, USA, weighing in at 238 pounds, Jeff Jarrett. Why is it that I think of Jeff Jarrett when we saw what went on in the back involving NWA President Jim Miller? I'm thinking the physical confrontation that we saw out there earlier when he backed Jarrett down. You know, Jarrett doesn't like that. And Jarrett says, well, I don't know why you thought Jeff Jarrett might say it. Because Jim Miller did back down Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett was very respectful. He backed away, and it was not a physical confrontation because Jarrett walked away. He's a gentleman. Walked away from a confrontation. Hard boys, someone put nothing past Jeff Jarrett. Their tag team opponents from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 232 pounds, Brian Christopher. Well, we have seen that Brian Christopher and Kate Fresh have had their problems over the course of the past couple of weeks. Now, Christopher to join forces with the Outlaws, Scott Hall, in the tag team main event. I can't wait to see Jeff Jarrett and Kate Fresh get a little vengeance tonight. He's such a hot dog. He's a gentleman, baby. He's a gentleman. He's a hot dog. We've been through this already, Wes. So much. The crowd loves you. And his tag team partner, 252 pounds. This is Scott.
And this is like a random match generator main event. Grandmaster Sexay and Scott Hall against Jeff Jarrett and K Quick.
I'm telling you, man, Scott Hall's gonna make quick work of this.
All 4 men in the battle. We see Christopher Kate Fresh as well as Paulo Jarrett.
I love it.
Everybody's in the crowd. Christopher, now, I'm going to go out and grab and call this thing. Christopher just threw Kate Fresh over the safety rail as we see Paul and Jarrett go to the back of the building.
I mean, everyone in these
Where were the
crowds,
dancers?
all thousands and thousands of Scream fans are singing Jarrett's mouth just like we are.
Speak for yourself, guys. I'm looking to see Jarrett and Kate Fresh get a little vengeance tonight. I said before, that's what I want.
They got Scott Hall and Jarrett fighting inside one of the cages.
Look at all these people that these guys are wading through on their way back to the ring. Unceremoniously dumped over the barrier to ringside. Both Hall and Christopher want to take a look out. Scott Hall from the front table. Meanwhile, Christopher with the back body drop on Kate Fresh. All right, buddy. You can do it, Jeff. You can do it. We're pulling for you, man. All 3 of us are pulling for you, Jeff. Speak for yourself. Christopher in the ring. He's got the goggles in place. He went into the top drop, and all he caught was canvas. And I don't know if that's weird, but
Yeah, that does not feel well on the tailbone, pal.
Don't count out Jarrett and Fresh just yet. Don't count him out. Oh, my. Jarrett with a miraculous recovery gets off the broadcaster's table. And, of course, Jarrett, one of the wiliest competitors in the business. One over behind. One of the wiliest competitors in the business. Jarrett was laying possum here. You saw him when he got off the fucking look at the fire on Jarrett. I told you, he's got something to prove to him. Just like Kate Fresh does. It's a lot. Tonight's a night of reckoning for Jarrett.
Dude, Jarrett threw a really good punch too. I'd put him in the conversation for great punches. Yeah, man, just fun times at a wrestling event. Good times, pal. Good times.
On the apron, and sleeping on the apron, and nailed him with a right hand. Have a couple of right hands like that, he'll be sleeping on the mats. Sharon sent Scott Hall into the ropes, and Scott Hall went crashing into his own tag partner. But he rushed down the floor. Everybody's down. Garrett's got the other one's up his cage crush. Garrett's snapping over. He's got the tag cage crush. This way in, back to the top rope. Steps to his feet, turns around. Full drop kick off the top by cage crush. Cage crush all the way. This is about vengeance. This is about retribution. King Rush is looking to hurt Brian Christopher. Now he goes all out. Got one, two, only two. I guarantee Garrett wants King Rush to hurt him out there for a little while. Absolutely. Soften him up. Weaken him a little bit. And let Jeff come in and finish him off. That's what Jarrett wants. Turn the thing like for King Rush. Right on the mark.
Man, like this is a good match too, just in its own way. Yeah, I know, dude. It's crazy how he like looks. He's like timeless. Yeah, him too. Besides the grandma hair.
He needs to make that tag by Christopher, but it ain't gonna happen. Jarrett's on the top row. Hits the top row. That was an autopilot. Gets to another. Clothesline. And another frustration. The base of Jarrett swinging the referee Scott Armstrong because of only a 2-count. Christopher asking for the tag. Scott Hall. Scott Hall appears to be out on his feet. He's digging deep here. Now Jarrett reverses it. Scott Hall already weakened, already wounded. This can spell defeat for Scott Hall and Brian Christopher. This is all they need. How about that flow of blood to the brain? How about the flow of oxygen? Scott Hall is going to be out, and this is going to be over. Come on, Scott. The great equalizer, the sleeper hold by Jarrett. Reverse. By Jarrett breaks up the sleeper count. Again, Jarrett. Suplex by Jarrett. Jarrett wildly plays the true thinking man. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he is one of the smartest, dirtiest, cleverest, sneakiest wrestlers working today. And I've got to say, hats off for it. This match is rival in the television next week. We've got to see one of these guys got to make the time. Big rushes. He's for both now. 3 and 9. The tag. Get him off. You know where he's at. By the head. Scott Armstrong is going on here. But look, Scott Hall is reaching for the tag. Christopher doesn't realize it. He's arguing with the referee. He's not there for Scott Hall. Oh, that was so important for Scott Hall to get the freshman Brian Christopher into this match. It's kick to the back of the head. You're all high on Brian Christopher. He's up there high five, showing up Brandon, Kate Crush, being too Brandon to find the brace. He should have been going for a cart to break the wall. Reverse chin lock by Kate Crush. A very weakened Scott Hall. Words. This is a good old-fashioned. These four guys just do not like each other, and none of them wants to let the other team win. Who's going to make the tag? Christopher's got to get in there. All reaching out. Kate Crush. Kate Crush.
All right, this is a quick commercial. Okay, cool.
trying to get the crowd to rally behind Scott Hall, giving that extra push at the end so he can make sure the crowd make that tag. Scott Hall getting up.
Brian Christopher turns heel. What? What? Brian Christopher? What?
What I like to see.
Sorry, trying to do my best Hollywood there.
Come on, guys, somebody help Crush. Somebody help me. Jared's up. Jared's behind.
Say it ain't so, pal.
It's 3-on-1 against Scott Hall. Right now, they have his gun. That's Toby Keith out there to watch it. To the mat by Jared. Oh no. Christopher's going out. Oh, come on. He's got the goggles. Oh, look at his face. Please, back's over. What is this? Jared. I don't know why Christopher. You're talking about Christopher. I don't know why he did, but you know what? I'm glad he did. It's about time Scott Hall got a little taste of his own medicine about his buddy Toby Keith. That was beautiful. Three-man teamwork. Scott Hall, I proved my point tonight. You ain't worth a shit. I beat your ass in 95. I beat your ass in 97. I ran your ass out of WCW. The boys out of North ran you off out of WWF. And I'm going to single-handedly run you out of the NWA. Oh! That's what I call retribution. He's already had it. No. You can never have this. What does this prove? Scott Hall, you're just like all the other legends in the NWA. You ain't worth a damn. Mike, tonight, you can take that to President Jim Miller. You can take that to Harley Race, Joey Clark, and all their traditions. Trophy. Jeff Jarrett's got the trophy. Jared, you're wrong. Enough is enough.
You knew as soon as that trophy was introduced earlier at the beginning of the show, it was getting used.
Bring Kobe King? Yeah, I'll put his ass on a stretcher too. You bring Sterling Marlin? The stretcher is being. Personally, will whip the entire fight offensive line. Came down on the back. Scott Hall, I'm running your ass clean out of NWA. If it's the last thing I do, too.
Oh yeah, so okay, if this is the show I think it is. This is the one where he gets into a fight with the Titans offensive line, and this is what leads to the Carters, like that's what draws the Carters' interest because of the attention that caught.
If I'm ever gonna let that happen again. That's why he did this. You're asking why is he doing this? Why is he out of control? That's exactly why. He's got to fight with Peter Jennings. Gonna go just like everybody else. I'll shove Peter Jennings up in the house. Scott Hall, don't you ever forget who did this to you. Scott Hall. What's going on? Drop the step. Damn it, Jared. It's got control. When Jared's got a man on for you, you're gonna find out. I will prove once and for all that on the premiere episode, Jeff Jarrett should have walked out. The NWA.
No, this ain't it, I don't think.
Oh, Scott Hall has been battered and broken. We need to restore order here. I know it's difficult under the circumstances, but we need to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that next week on this program, Ken Shamrock will defend the NWA World Heavyweight title against Omori, the challenger from Japan. We will have a rankings match involving 6 top X Division wrestlers. We'll see the return of the Flying Elvises as well. It's all next week right here.
All right, still okay. It might be. So we're still going. Right, I know exactly. Okay, so I guess that is it. All right, so our schedule for this week, we got tomorrow, Friday Locker Room, SmackDown, Watch Along, Smack Attack, HMG After Dark. We're doing number 4 of the TNA pay-per-views tomorrow on Saturday night. Sunday, the Impact Replay Watch along with The Wreckage on Sunday morning. And then, of course, no Impact Attack on Monday night because we are doing a full watch along of the debut of Raw on Netflix. And, of course, Monday Locker Room that morning. And then Tuesday morning, we will be doing a joint Like It Raw Impact Attack. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Oh, yeah, but for the rest of the night, we'll be doing a quick, not sure how long, kind of a shortish stream. Twitch.tv/LG Brandon Whoop Whoop. We'll be going out live there in about 15 to 20 minutes. So hope to see you guys there. If not, hope you have a great rest of your night. Much love. Whoop whoop. Giggity giggity. Yeah, pal. Yeet.